So the title of this video is your employer will always try to get you to do more work than you signed up for. Now, whether you're watching this as an electrician, plumber, accountant, doctor, lawyer, stockbroker, the same applies. Now, this comment was left under a previous video that I made. I was talking about my job. You know, I'm an electrical tester. I go into people's houses, council houses, and test the electrics. Now, they wanted to know if I do remedial work as well as the electrical testing. What's remedial work? If I go to a tenant's house and there's a broken socket or a broken light, or there's a fault on the socket circuit or whatever, if I repair that, if I repair the broken socket, if I repair the broken light, or if I fix the fault, that's classed as remedial work. Now, we do have to do remedial work. And when I first got the job, I got the job through an agency. Some random agency hit me up and said, yeah, there's a job going in Northampton. They want someone who's local. Now, these times I was kind of like bouncing between my mum's house, which is in Edmonton, North London, and Northampton. So they had me down as registered being in Northampton. So they said, yeah, they want someone who lives in the area to work on the contract. Now, what you're going to be doing is you're just going to be an electrical tester. But, you know, here and there, you may have to fix a broken socket. That's what they said. So I said, all right, then, cool. So anyway, you know, started on the contract and that. And yeah, here and there, you know, change a little broken socket here and there and changing some smoke alarms. But smoke alarms are easy. You just click the base, you click the head off the base and you push the new head on. Takes 2 seconds and that. But gradually, as time progressed, they added more and more and more things. Don't get it twisted. We do get paid for fitting smoke alarms. We do get paid for fitting these intermittent fire pads that go on the inside of the fuse box. It's basically, if there's a fire inside the fuse box, apparently this pad expands and it smothers the fire, which removes obviously the oxygen supply, something like that. So we get paid just a little £3, £2 and that to fit them. It takes 1 second and that. But I noticed that over time, more and more work they're trying to get us to do. It's not even really my council, my company. It's the council whose contract it is. They're trying to get us to do the work. Why? Because they're too fucking lazy to do it themselves. So anyway, I remember like my manager asked me like, we're getting void properties. So obviously the properties that I test are all occupied. Yeah, people live there. But every now and then there will be an empty void property. So in the void properties, the new spec is that if there's no heat alarm in the kitchen, to run a piece of trunking from the nearest light in the kitchen and fit a heat alarm. I said, no, I'm not doing that. They keep giving us more and more work, yeah? I'm here to be an electrical tester. I'm not here as an electrician. The thing is, yeah, obviously for the last 4 or 5 years prior to me starting on this contract, I've been in the construction industry. I've always gone there as an electrical tester. So when you're in the construction industry and you're an electrical tester, you just test the electrician's work. If there's something wrong, then you get that motherfucker to go and change the electrical socket or the light or whatever that's not working or repair the fault on that. I'm not there to do no remedial work or anything like that. So that's the mindset that I kind of went into when I started on this contract. I'm not here to be doing no remedial work and that. So anyway, I think my manager must have said like, yeah, what we need to do now is we need to fit the metal clips to stop the trunking from collapsing. I'm like, do we have to fit them? Yeah, it's not me being lazy. Listen, it's the council's fucking property. You get your electrician to go and do it. Why do I need to do it? I'm here to just test and report any findings. Obviously, if I find a broken socket or if there's an immediate danger of someone getting electrocuted, yeah, make safe. Just put stuff in terminal blocks, tape it up, or put a blanking plate over a broken socket, or just change the socket. If it's a quick fix, then yeah. But I shouldn't be doing no extra work and I'm not there as an electrician. Yeah, it's the council's properties. They should be going out and getting their guys to do the work. So anyway, I remember I was saying to my girl, yeah, like, I guarantee you one day, yeah, they're going to try and ask us to start fitting extra sockets in the living room. They're going to come up with something and say, you know, the new spec is in every living room, there needs to be 4 double sockets. So I was saying this to my girl. Imagine about a month later, when my manager was talking about fitting these fire clips, yeah? I said to him, do we have to do it? And he's like, no, we actually have to do it and that, you know, safety and that. I was like, all right, cool. I said to him, listen, yeah, I feel like the council are just trying to get us to do more work and that. I said, I guarantee you, you watch, I'm not going to say the person's name, but the person from the council that manages all the electrical testing and that, I guarantee you, he's probably going to say, there's a new spec. We want there to be 4 sockets in each living room. My manager said, yeah, you know, he tried that, you know, but I told him no. I said, good. I knew it. It's like obviously you don't work for the company and that. Every 6-7 months and that, they want us to do all these little extra things and that. So, like I said, whether you're a plumber, doctor, electrician, accountant, whatever and that, yeah, just know, yeah, your company is or your employer is gonna try and get you to do more, and you have to put your foot down and say no. And think about it, I'm getting paid to do all these things, you know, apart from change a broken socket and that, we don't get paid for that. Apparently that's included in the test and that. I'm getting paid to do all these things. Like when they wanted to send me to go and do the heat alarms in the void properties, I'd be getting paid to do that. I still said, nah, I got a car. I'm not a white van type of man. I'm not driving around with trunking and cable in my car, yeah? I want to do the bare minimum and that. So, yeah, I told him, man, like, yeah, good, thanks for telling them no, man, because they're going to try, at some point, they're going to try and get us to change the fuse box. I'm not changing no fucking fuse box. They wanted me to, obviously, this is for electricians now. You know the ACO fire smoke alarms? So you got the ACO smoke alarms. They wanted me to fit an ACO smoke alarm system in. So there's like a hub. It's got like a little antenna thing. And obviously, you know, it takes information from the smoke alarms and that, and it sends it to some, I don't know, wherever and that, innit? And they wanted us to fit these humidifier. It's like some little sensor things, a little white box thing that goes on certain walls in the house to check for humidity. If there's certain levels of humidity that are, you know, unhealthy, let's say, or too high, whatever, it sends a signal to this hub thing, and then that goes to some sort of call center or whatever. And I don't know how it works, innit? But yeah, they wanted me to do that. I went on the course. It was just like a little half-a-day course thing, and I thought, nah, I'm not wasting my time. I'm not going to these people's houses and doing any electrical work. I'm a fucking electrical tester. That's what I'm doing. I'm not doing no extra work, man. So yeah, don't let your employers or whoever and that try to get you to do extra work when you don't need to, man. Put your foot down.